They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
All right, MP, you ready?
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Celtics. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course, there are the Hornets, far behind in the standings.
Well, for the Celtics, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Chris Middleton is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Ball. And it's Houston in at the 2. And for Boston, the perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Smooth in at the 1. And certainly, on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Here's Tyler. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tyler. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Middleton will bring it up for Charlotte.
I like this from Middleton, using his height inside to generate points.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Tyler. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Tillman passes to Ball. Porzingis grabs the board. And it's the Celtics ball. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Brown. Here's Tyler, hounded by Ball. Here's Bell, outside White. Here's Brown, and Middleton with the block.
And even though Middleton doesn't pile up blocks, he has the length to disrupt shooters, and he did right there. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And here's Charlotte now. The Celtics making their last shot. Three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And here's Brown for 3, and the three-pointer goes.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Ball. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He dropped 35 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Bridges outside. Pass to Middleton. Back to Bridges. Here's Ball. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ball's got 7 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Tyler. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Miller comes in for White. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Hill, he's checked in for Tillman. Walsh comes in for Bridges. Bouknight, he's checked in for Houston. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Smith. Into the lane. Rebound Boston. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Bouknight can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 6. Here's Miller. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
And so Middleton will bring it up for Charlotte. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Inside. Banked it in off the glass.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Boston's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Tyler. Tipped. Pass to Middleton. Here's Walsh. 4-3. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining us, group substitution here for Charlotte. Tillman's checked in for Bowl. Bridges comes in for Hill. Chris Middleton's checked in for Walsh. And it's Houston in for Smith. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Bridges misses. Boston leading by 7. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
On the court for the Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. To the inside. To the left wing. Here's Tyler. Drills it from deep. And now it's a 12-point Celtic lead.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Bridges. He's scoreless. Ball finds Middleton. Bridges with it from outside the arc. Smooth grabs the miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Miller. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ball outside. They need this. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Miller with it. Middleton covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Tyler. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Houston. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. And Ball throws it down.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Here's Tyler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Tyler's got 17 points.
They're really working the paint now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Brown on the wing. In his last outing, 8 points for him. On target from range.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
There's Ball with a 3. And no good. And so it's Boston up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Celtics.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Bell in at the four-man spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Ball, following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Houston. 16 feet out. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. He's got 11.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Here's Tyler, hounded by Ball. The three, Porzingis connects from downtown. Porzingis has got 5 points.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Bridges passes to Ball. To the paint. Here's Houston. Bridges right side. Down low. Second chance effort. The shot's good. Houston's gotten his first bucket of the night.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Here's Tyler. 19 points in the game. Good on the shot. Tyler's got 21.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Inside. A nice shot by Houston.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Outside, Brown. To the middle. Here's Tyler. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
Here's Tyler. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Tyler's got 8 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Celtics making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Walsh is checked in. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Ball no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pulls it from the top of the key. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Boston's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Miller, the pass to Smooth. Back to Miller. Here's Bell. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Right wing. Pass to Walsh. Here's Ball. And the layup is good. Ball's got 13.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
And here's Miller. Here's Tyler. Pounded by Ball. Tyler, no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Houston. 3-pointer is up. Middleton knocks down the long J. Middleton's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
Tyler with the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. BA head coaches, Doris.
Well, BA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every
Look at you, man. Just knock stuff over. On here making all that fuss and all that noise. So nobody finna do nothing. Nobody finna do nothing to your granny, boy. All over again because of you. Your shenanigans. Making all that noise. Loud for that. That wasn't no TV. That was the lady talking. The lift driver. That wasn't no TV. And was blanked out.
Every penny, because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got LaMelo Ball. Chris Middleton is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Houston in at shooting guard. 6 to shoot. Here's Tyler. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tyler's got 31 points.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Hey, be up on ball.
Ball passes to Tillman. Here's Houston. Ball right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Miller outside. Pass to LeVert. Uses the glass on the layup.
And there's a reason Caris LeVert shoots well from the field. This guy is great at picking great opportunities.
Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. They shoot again. Plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
Here's Miller. And he banks in the layup. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Miller unafraid to scrap on the interior. That's a tough finish.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Ball. Ball with another miss. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And what a huge performance it was for Smooth.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Pass to Houston. Tipped and stolen by Holiday. He's all alone. And Holiday powers it home.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Charlotte again missing. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Smooth. To the paint. Here's Hauser. Outside Holiday. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP.
So I'm thinking about letting...
Way to bring home that W. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Not these niggas caught the flu. I'm talking about on the game, babe. Like, 3 of our players caught the flu. Like, y'all, how y'all niggas catch the flu? I meant to repost this shit. It was saying to pretty much stay out people's face. Boy, these motherfuckers got COVID, influenza, RSV, some other shit the lady said, and it was from a nurse from here. Like, about this weekend, I would advise, honestly and truly, taking it back to old school. If you got to wear a mask, nigga, wear a mask. Yeah. Ain't nothing safer than that. Huh? Yeah, I will. I might be speaking game code and shit. What you talking about? Nothing.
We know MP came ready to play.
Yeah, I got Miller. I got White, funny looking ass. Oh yeah, I got Sam Howell. Definitely got him. Yeah, I got Gerald Levert. Chase you a big dog. The way you bark just now is like.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the San Antonio Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
A long list of injuries coming into this game. You look at all those names unavailable, pretty daunting.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Temple in at the 4. And for Boston, we've got Booker smooth out there with White. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Bell in at the center position. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching.
It wasn't though. It wasn't though.
Something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah, but
guys
the third check down and see they don't
with
move.
The ball
If they move,
and
dog
make
ain't
each
30.
other better.
You don't move.
And it's San Antonio to start out. And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And no doubt anymore that
no,
MP
they ain't about being
making
smarter than me.
a
They
false
just
point,
couldn't
right?
get it.
They've been handling the best competition in the league with ease. They're a team that
trust versus
for the pressure
trust
of the
versus
postseason.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, right. Trust versus self-preservation. Not it. Yeah, now they don't trust them like that. Now you done lost the trust bone.
That free throw good from Tyler. Well, Stan, when the Spurs
never
landed
trust
the
bone
first
back.
overall pick in the
Frank from
draft,
dog,
their
goddamn
fortunes changed back
views
on
and
May
shit.
16th,
Dog getting the
2023.
trust bone back.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Island finds Temple. Here's Wembanyama, defended by Bell. Wembanyama passes to Highland. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. Now...
Oh, you know what? Is this Litchfield suppressed? Somebody's premium is greater than. It's the first.
He's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Good on the shot.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Vassell sets a screen for Wembanyama. Pass to Temple. Here's Highland. Guarded by Tyler. Pulls up. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Bell. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. The question on everybody's mind is, will they surpass the 71-72 Lakers 33 wins in a row? We will see tonight.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak. Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's stolen by White. Here's Booker. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for the Spurs. They trail by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Johnson. Miller grabs the miss. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Tyler, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Booker outside. Here's Tyler. He's defended by Highland. Miller outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Johnson outside. Here's Temple. Still scoreless. From 17 feet out. Count it.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Pass to Tyler.
You're trying to beat, but this ain't it.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Good. And Miller gets the assist. And that's 11 points for Smooth.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Highland, covered by Tyler. Here's the teardrop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White.
Well, you know Johnson's a guy who likes to use that size and physicality to his advantage.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
He misses the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions.
You're trying to beat, but this ain't dead. I'm not sure it's pretty good.
He hits the second from the line. Celtics leading by 10. To the middle. Here's LeVert. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
They get it again. Johnson, and he banks in the layup.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
LeVert kicks to Tyler. For 3, And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
It's not going to go for him. And so it's Boston, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Some of them are easy peasy.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Caris LeVert. Holiday out there with Smooth. And it's Kane in at the power forward position. That's the Boston Five. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against the Hornets was tremendous. He had 34 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Celtics leading by 15. To the paint. 6 feet out. Kane, that's good. Kane's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Brown the pass to Wembanyama. It's Evans on the wing. LeVert defending. Evans goes in. Rebound Boston. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
And here's Evans following the three from Tyler. Evans outside to end the run. A putback. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama for three. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A nice shot by Tyler.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Was it grown the law? She said she was able to delete the draft tape. Grown. I don't know what she meant by that. Because draft tape should be law. Yeah, it's not. I don't know what she meant.
Nothing for you. You done had enough. You got some money. Get the hell away.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Temple's checked in. Johnson comes in for Evans. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And Bones Hyland subbed in for Bruce Brown. Hyland with it, guarded by Tyler. Shot to stop the run. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hyland's got 9 points. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Tyler. Now here's Booker. Here's Tyler. 5 to shoot. Miller outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Down low, here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Boston leading by 22. To the middle, here's Tyler. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
The wide open look here for Hyland. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tyler in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Hyland passes to Johnson. Back to Hyland. Tips it up. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Pass to Miller. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Wembanyama. Buries it down low.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 27 points for Smooth.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's Boston, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Amy, why are you trying to shut down my thing and my girl that wear right now? Corner. 4-12.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Boston's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. On the floor for San Antonio, Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Bones Highland. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Temple in at the 4 spot. Miller the pass to Tyler. This one for 3. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 7th assist here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Highland. The quick look, no good that time. Boston has gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. The shot, no good. Nice defense by Vassell. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Count that one.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Out to Miller. Shoots over Johnson. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Vassell was screen on Bell. Pass to Temple. Highland, the open look. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And the dunk by Booker.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Here's Highland. No good from outside.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
A nice shot by Tyler.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Highland passes to Wembanyama. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Look, buddy, I'm gonna need you to chill. Just because you ain't hung over no more. Or whatever the fuck you had going on. Trying to act like shit cool. No, because we keep talking shit, baby. The most you really got to deal with Cash is him kissing and pooping in the house and his grandma acting like she ain't seen him.
Castles checked in for Johnson. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. But take a look at the Spurs. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Checking out Boston. They were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
LeVert in the corner. Pass to Tyler. Here's Kane. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Kane's got 5.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Vassell outside. Here's Temple. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Tyler passes to Kane. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
1:14 left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Tyler. And the basket by Vassell.
What a response from Vassell. Coming right back with the 3 of his own.
It's LeVert on the wing. Covered by Vassell. Count that bucket. He has 7.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Temple. Vassell outside. Here's the 3. Kane grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A nice shot by LeVert.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Highland. Pass to Temple. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
Kane, no luck. Here's Castle with 1 on the clock. Again, the Spurs good for 2. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Celtics delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Holiday, also smooth out there, and it's Hauser in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Here's Tyler, and he gets it to go. Tyler's got 39.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Wembanyama passes to Evans. This one for 3. Rebound Boston.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown outside. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. And then Brown with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. A nice shot by Tyler.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Brown the pass to Garuba. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Four on the shot clock. Here's Castle. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
From outside the arc, a nice shot by Tyler. Tyler's got 44.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Evans feeling it out a bit. LeVert grabs the miss. And it's the Celtics ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Tyler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Temple's checked in. Johnson comes in for Evans. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And Bones Highland subbed in for Brown. Vassell, no good. Celtics have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. LeVert the pass to Kane. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Tyler, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Missed inside. And the Celtics with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smooth.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
And he knocks down the first one. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Quarter. To stop the drought. Highland misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
Takes a three. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Vassell outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Temple the pass to Vassell. Highland with it. Plays it up off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Tyler. Offline. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. See you next time.
I might go like half a brush. Oh, they lost it. Okay, I'll do it. It's jumping from over the phone.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good job, MP. I see you.
Well, I probably only did like, yeah. It's like 21. Get my mojo going, like, pretty fast, and efficient. Pretty fast. Like 30 groups a day. Yeah, girl. I'm doing it. Yeah, nobody. I'm refilling up days. That time to walk. Oh, no, there's another play back there. My stomach. Trying to stop hurting, so just go and come up. Well, why is it of high importance? Deep seated this morning. There's no way you could think that the room could have possibly come. You know what I mean? Okay. I worked like a slave last weekend. The body box ain't returned. What's the number? 22. Or down.
Time to warm up. You ready to rock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to start talking. That works.
There he is.
I want to start something.
Well, I woke up about 2:33. I was like, damn, she must have hung. Yeah, I was about to say she must have hung up on him because I fell asleep.
MP,
fell back
time to set goals for the second half of the
back.
season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Take a look. Let us know what you think.
Yes, you're worse than a toddler. You are aggravating. You are aggravating. Go away. Ain't no heater on up here. Go away. Ain't no heater on. Go away. God, who did it?
I want to focus on beating our rivals.
Why is that?
Well, as you know, in the NBA, there's not a lot of difference between the best team and the worst team, but motivation, it can take you a long way. When you're going up against your rival, you got everybody rowing in the same direction, and in my experience, that type of camaraderie right there, that'll pay off big time when it comes to the playoffs.
Everyone in this building works harder, smarter, and more efficiently when we are taking care of business against our rivals.
Agreed.
This is an emotional game, and an emotional boost like that can go a long way.
You sure you don't want to focus on rebounding?
Coach Tucker doesn't like talking about his emotions.
It's not my favorite subject. But I understand the appeal of taking down a hated foe. If that's what you want to do, we'll help you get there.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
MP about to tear the roof off.
MP, you win the Player of the Month so much they should name it after you.
right up, the Celtics taking on the Jazz. For the Boston Celtics, firing on all. From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And with the new year just behind us, some impressive new careers starting in the NBA. Our race for Rookie of the Year. You take a look at Booker. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
And it's been so fun watching these rookies go at one another so far. Their competitive spirit is exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's been especially intriguing race for that honor this season, and is only going to get more as we head down the stretch.
The starters for Utah. They've got Keegan Murray. He's out there with Walker Kessler. George out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Newman in at the 2. And for the Celtics, we've got Derek White. And it's Booker in at the 4. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow. Another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
Outside Murray. Here's Newman. Markkanen outside. No good on the 3. Miller outside. Second shot opportunity. And Booker with the lay-in.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
George for 3. The rebound, Celtics. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Here's Tyler. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's George. And it's good for 2.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Murray. Back to George. And Booker pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. White, good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. On the wing, Murray. Booker defending. Markkanen from long range. They get it again. Kessler. Misses the baby hook. Boston leading by 6. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 52 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Pass to Murray. Let's go with a 3. Oh, swiped away. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Booker's shot is good.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
So both teams making some changes here. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Making a switch here. Murray's checked in.
Help each other out. You got it.
Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Strus. Murray, a screen on Holiday. Williams from long range. And another miss by Utah. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Here's Tyler. Here's Hauser. And that one's good. Hauser's got 5 now.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Murray, a screen on Levert. Markkanen from long range. Smooth grabs the miss.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
He drops it from range. Tyler's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Strus. Pass to Markkanen. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Derek White getting it done for the Boston Celtics. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. 2nd quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
They've got Karis LeVert, and it's Holiday in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd quarter for the Celtics. Here's Murray. The rebound, Celtics. Coming into this, having knocks to win against San Antonio in their last game.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Holiday. Here's the pick. A shot to stop the run. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
And Boston with some changes. Bell, he's checked in for Kane. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Sensabaugh. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce. She's got an update on Keontae George. Allie?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Utah. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. All that said, he's already back at the game. Some serious toughness on display tonight.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Tyler with the bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Kessler. George with it. Inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Boston calls time here. Booker, he's checked in for Boston. Brandon Miller comes in for LeVert. Just about halfway through the season. Let's take a look at how things stand in the West. You look at the Jazz. Boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference. Pass to Miller. Here's Tyler. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
A minute 31 left to play in the second quarter. And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Tyler. 19 points in the game. Miller can't get it to go. 56 seconds left in the first half. Here's Kessler. Pass to Murray. The rebound, Celtics.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
White finds Booker. Here's Tyler. Outside Booker. From deep. Tyler with the bucket. Tyler's got 22.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
There's 10 seconds left in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, a screen on Miller. Marketed from long range. Murray for 3. No good. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Boston out in front, delivering the blowout. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking down who's hot and who's not on our midseason power rankings.
I think for the Jazz, not a lot of great news coming from them this season, but things are starting to look up, at least a little.
It honestly feels like they might be turning the corner, but each time we think of that, they take a step back. So we'll see.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Celtics.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Boston leading by 20. Taking a look at the Jazz. Murray out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Newman in at the 2 spot.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Murray, a screen on White. To the inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray is so smooth in that two-man game. That's a nice play.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Well, the Jazz shooting only 39% so far in the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
Okay, Keegan Murray, I see you. That's a nice finish there.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Miller. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Miller's got his first basket.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
George passes to Markkanen. Down low. Murray finds Markkanen. And it's in there. Markkanen's got 6 points.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area. Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Oh, got that one up quick. George has got his second bucket on the night.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Tyler with the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Markkanen, the pass to George. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Boston calls time here. And Boston with some changes. Hauser comes in for Bell, and Kane subbed in for Booker. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third. Miller, the pass to Smooth. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
1:24 left in the third quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Strus. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
You ready to go out, buddy?
Here's Tyler. Miller outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
The kick out to Williams. No good with the triple.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Smooth, the pass to White. Hey, from beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Kane's got his first 3 points of the game.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And it's Strus off the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Celtics lead by 18. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miller outside. Pass to Smooth. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Marking it from long range. Here's Hendricks. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Celtics out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll return shortly.
Something's off somewhere.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jazz trail by 21. We've got Jrue Holiday, and it's Kane in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Williams. To the left side wing. Here is Freeman Liberty. Just 5 to shoot. Strus. Holiday grabs the miss.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Smooth. Now here's LeVert. Here's Hauser. Holiday passes to Smooth. Shoots it from the high post. That shot off the mark. And for the Jazz, they're shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. The kick out to Williams. The 3 ball. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics lead by 21. Pass to Kane. Here's Tyler. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here is Freeman Liberty. And Jrue Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Derek White's checked in for Boston. George, he's checked in for Utah. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Buries it from 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
To the paint. Here's Tyler. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Some room here for George. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
To the inside. Here's Tyler. And the layup falls. Tyler's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
George, no good. Celtics lead by 22. Timeout called, Celtics. And Boston with some changes. Bell, he's checked in for Hauser. Booker comes in for LeVert. And Brandon Miller subbed in for Drew Holiday. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Miller, right side. Booker finds White. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Smooth. The pass to Bell. Here's Tyler. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Tyler's got 36 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Kessler, a screen on Miller. Looking to win the run. And that one's good. Markkanen.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Smooth.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And the jam by George.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Here's Newman. He's guarded by White. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Kessler, a screen for three. George, count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Miller on the wing. Outside White. Pass to Smooth. Back to White. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Yeah.
George scanning the floor.
Huh?
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't
no,
have
I think I already watched it, bro.
They didn't. Just a
I don't
tremendous
know why I
team
listened
effort.
if it got left
Once
back
they
there,
had
but I
that
already
big
watched
lead,
it.
they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
You ain't got no thumbs to open that door. Back up.
That's what I'm talking about. Great win tonight, MP. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Feeling you, MP.
Things always get spicy when these guys are in town.
Huh? Okay, Mom.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here was their entrance to the arena earlier on. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting to the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. White is out there with Smooth, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Utah, they've got Keegan Murray. Collier out there with Newman. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, for games like this, where these two teams just played each other, how different is the approach?
It is different, Kevin. It can almost feel like a continuation of the last game. And one team now maybe has payback on their mind.
The tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum on the wing.
I will, Mo.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Brown. It's White on the wing. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Collier, and he dunks it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the basket by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
There's Brown with the 3. They get it back. Porzingis. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Tatum kicks to Tyler. Tatum on the wing. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Tyler. And here is Tatum. Over Murray. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Inside. Here's Collier. And he makes good on the layup. Collier's got his second basket.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And he drives in. Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Jazz trail by 4. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Smooth in the last game against Utah was all business. He dropped in 38 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. And totals like that are in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Miller, the pass to Tyler. Williams with the steal. Here's Collier. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. They swipe it. A nice shot by Tyler. Tyler's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
On the wing, Williams. They need this, and it's in there.
And when your wing, like Murray, is moving the ball effectively, that really helps your offense to flow.
Miller outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
That free throw good from Miller. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
The shot's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Williams looking over the floor. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Good work there as it goes. Brown's got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Markkanen with it. No scoring in this one. Pass to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Some changes here for the Celtics. White, he's checked in for Bell. And it's Tyler in for Drew Holiday. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on a fast break this season. Number 1, the Celtics. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
Both of these clubs love to play up-tempo. That's how they win. These are the games that fans love because of the non-stop action.
On the court for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Brandon Miller out there with Booker, and it's Tyler in at the point. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Strus. Here's Hendricks. Will it go? And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Dallas Mavericks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Newman. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Puts it up from 17. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Newman's got 6.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
He takes it in, and that one good. 8 points for Smooth.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Newman. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, forget about going for a long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. And White kicks to Tyler. It's Miller on the wing. He's covered by Kessler. Clock is at 3. Lets the 3 fly. A nice shot by Tyler. He's got 11.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician.
Timeout.
He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. So both teams making some changes here. Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Well, you look at Smooth, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Here's Hauser. The Celtics working the ball around now. Takes the three. Drains the three-pointer. Hauser's got 5 now.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Here's Newman. White covering from 13. The shot by Newman, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's White missing. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Newman. 10 points for him.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Tatum, and the layup falls. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, all you need to contact or there.
Typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Collier. He has 7. And Boston with the rebound. What more can you say about this team? They've won 35 games in a row. No one seems to have any answers for them right now.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
And so it's the Boston Celtics controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just a minute.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Utah Jazz.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some whack.
You have to go through that order.
Looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. In the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. Has great length for his position. Creates matchup nightmares the way I did, the way Kitty sometimes did. Not really, I just said that to make him look good.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Jazz trail by 20. Keegan Murray is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's Collier. And it's Newman in at the 2. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since start. In the second half. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it. But how about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So
I
you
called
have
him one time. I'm trying to think who I talked
continue
to.
to build your
They were
lead.
Asian, of course.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
To the wing on the left. Right side, Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Taking me back in the damn app, and I'm not. It has to be something.
Williams is checked in for Walker Kessler. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
Offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really, over the last month.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Porzingis. Nails the baby hook. Porzingis has got 6.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Here's Collier, defended by Tyler. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Newman. He's got 14. Murray, the pass to Newman. Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Williams. Fires from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A nice shot by Tyler.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Driving in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Outside Tatum to the paint. Tyler, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Wide open look here for Murray. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Porzingis is double. Tatum wide open, fires one. And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum. White's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
There's the screen. Here's Newman. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Celtics shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. White, good.
That's all about determination from Derek White. Doesn't let the contact deter him.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
God, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh, I hate it.
Just 5 to shoot. Murray sets a screen for Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Bell, Holiday out there with Smooth. Then it's Miller, and it's Hauser in at the 4 slot.
Oh, what a find by Drew Holiday. Such a steady presence.
Now, here's Strus. He's guarded by Tyler. They set the pick. Here's Sensabaugh. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
That's just a nice pass from Drew Holiday. Find the open man. Simple game, right?
The Jazz shooting a mediocre 41% in this one.
Hello. Yeah. I didn't even know I was on hold.
Here's Sensabaugh. The kick out to Williams. Fires the 3. Hendricks, good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
We've got a chance to check up on Walker Kessler's status. David, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. And there's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Bell. The Celtics have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Connects from 3-point range. 23 points for Smooth.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Conchar, guarded by Tyler. Puts up a 3. Conchar can't get it to go.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Celtics passing it around. Back to Holiday. Pass to Tyler. The 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tyler's got 26 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Conchar. Here's Hendricks. That one's off, still out of sync. To the middle, here's Tyler. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Williams against Booker. Pass to Strus. Here's Hendricks. Another miss by Utah.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
1:33 left in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz with another miss. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smooth.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Kessler. Kessler the screen for 3. Murray nailed from three-point land.
And love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunities.
Driving to the basket. To the left side wing. Here's Tyler, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Tyler's got 35 in the game.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Newman, no good. Here's Tyler. Miller outside. Pass to Tyler. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Chase. Yeah. It says I'm ready to go outside, bro. Hold on, buddy. Let me put some shoes on.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
Get ready to rumble, young blood.